Day. I think it's supposed to be 14 degrees warmer than it was yesterday, which would make it which would make it in the high 70s, which is fine with me. I know the sun. It's early. It's what 9:30, and the sun is out bright, and I'm in the sun right now. Need some vitamin D. Need some vitamin D, and I'm gonna take some of it. I don't have my sunblock on, and yes, I do need sunblock because I will turn red. But we'll take in some without the sunblock. And you know, I don't like the sun that much, and I would prefer to, if I really need a tan or want a tan or think I'm looking pale, those bronzers work. Some of y'all don't have to use. You have a darker hue. But someone that's probably been in the sun too much is Sassy. Sassy. Now, my title is To Talent. And a talent apparently is her good friend. They were once a couple. And I've heard his name, and I'd never interacted with him until one day I was on the panel. And he spoke with me, and he was very polite, respectful, on some grown man shit, on some man shit. And he just asked me real courteously if there's any way that Sassy and I could stop our beef. And I'm like, I really don't have a beef with her. She talks a lot of shit. So I put her name up in her title, and I will be roasting her. Will be roasting her, dragging her through the mud. And I've kept my word. That was about maybe 7 weeks ago. And I haven't had anything to say to her. And she's outspoken, and she argues with people. She likes to do this. She likes to argue with people. She likes to argue with men in particular. So I hopped on a panel today that hadn't been on for a while, quite some time, YouTube cameras. I didn't even know that she would let me up. I don't know if she's still angry because she cussed me out before, told me she was going to fuck me up. And I mimicked her voice. And, for the most part, I've left it alone. I haven't even gone to her show. I'm not sub to her, but it came up in the feed. And I really wanted to get up because unlike some people, I like turning on my camera. I like to see the person that, this monster, so to speak, or whomever I'm perceived as, that I'm really not that hard on the eyes. I'm easy to take on the eyes. My attitude might be a little bit different because I'm different. Cut from a different cloth. I'm from a different, and I was just brought up and raised different. I was my whole maturing process is much different than just about anybody here, which makes me unique, which makes me stick out. But I did make this arrangement with this talent fellow, never spoke with him again, and she looked like she was not saying anything to me. So I wasn't expecting going on YouTube camera's panel, and there was a lot going on, people arguing and then stopping and arguing. And I was going to go up there and turn my camera on and have a little conversation with YouTube cameras, see if it would, mend whatever, ill feelings there is, because I really don't have that many ill feelings. I stand by everything that I said, but I don't really have any ill feelings. It is what it is. It's YouTube, It's YouTube. The interactions, they're more important. You get a beat on people, and you have less expectations. You have less expectations of certain things, but talent, you got to reel your girl in, because she's going to get roasted over and over again, and she's really asked for it. I went up on that panel, and she started right in on me and started talking shit, and she's off the hook, and she knows she can't take it. She spent too much time in the sun. We're all people of a certain age, and I guess our looks fade. But she never really had looks that much to begin with. She has a lot of attitude and not a lot of looks to back up that attitude. That's why she doesn't cam up. That's why she doesn't cam up. So apparently she did cam up earlier and showed a stomach or some legs or some shit. Some shit. But she wouldn't show her face, because I saw her face before. I've seen the picture from her camera slip. And yes, black does crack. Maybe not often, maybe not as much as white or brown or green or purple as other people, but black does crack. And in her case, her face is cracked. She will not show her face. If she does, it will be with a lot of filters and a lot of makeup. Here's the challenge. Sassy will not show her face. She won't cam up. She will refuse to do so. And Sassy, you're doing so much, speaking about how great your life is and how wonderful your position is, and you do it so much. I think Shakespeare put it best. Say, oh, ye protesters too much. You don't have anything to prove to anybody on here. For the most part, we're all strangers that interact with each other on the internet. Some we get along with, some we don't. But you're constantly pushing it as to somehow make yourself better or more accomplished than others. And I don't think it's true, because you have to explain it. You have to talk about it too much. You have to talk about it too much. And you don't talk about anything interesting that you do. It's all about status and position that I don't think you have. You know why? Most people with status and position, they're accustomed to it. They don't need to talk about their status and position in order to try to boss up on people, so to speak. But I don't believe that you have it like that. Now, as far as me, I've been an independent closer all my life. I have some ups and downs, and I've had some very high highs, much higher than you. I've done so much more than you. I don't hear about any of your travels to Europe or to Africa or to Asia. I haven't been to Asia, but I've been to Africa and I've been to Europe more than 4 times, more than 5 times, as an adult and also as a child. Sassy, you're not in my league. You're not in my league. You're a phony, fake, pretentious broad that hypes yourself up because you don't get that type of respect in real life. You really don't, Sassy. You're no different than anybody here. You're here in the mud pits and the cyber hells of YouTube, but your life is that much better. Then why aren't you at a, now you can say that you enjoy this stuff, but you continue to enjoy this stuff because anybody can enjoy it. I've seen PhDs enjoying it, other PhDs. I've seen professors in colleges get hooked on this stuff and get involved in Sassy, but you're a fraud. You're an angry postmenopausal woman who doesn't have any children, and you're very unhappy. You're very unhappy. The talent happens to be a very patient guy, a very, very patient guy, a very understanding guy. Overall, a pretty cool dude, as far as I can tell. And that's why I was courteous enough to respect his wishes. And I took down the show where I was going to roast you. But all bets are off now. But unfortunately, he can't control you because you can't control yourself, Sassy. Face facts, Sassy. You're miserable. You're miserable, and you take it out on people here that you don't know. And your voice got raised so loud, you're looking for someone to argue with, and you probably pull that shit in real life. And guess what men do? They turn around and laugh at you. They're like, this old, ugly, black, crack face bitch is talking shit. Bitch, I don't listen to that shit from my young bitch. And they'll go get with the young bitch. Or they'll go get with someone easier to deal with. If you do this on here all the time, with men all the time, that's your pattern. That's your pattern. Men have shit on you, so now you want to shit on men. And they don't allow you to do it in real life. They start laughing. When you start trying to check a man in real life, in any way, shape, or form, they tell you the reality of it. Like, shut your old washed ass up, bitch. You was a never was. You're a marginal looking bitch. You're a 5 at best. You're a 5, Sassy. You're not cute. You're not cute. You're not even good looking. You're not attractive. And you damn sure aren't as accomplished as you say you are. And guess what, Sassy? If you are, when they find out and they put your docs out there, because you make enough enemies, your docs will get out there. Guess what? I'm the type of motherfucker that get that shit and will get you fired, bitch. And I think nothing of it. Might even claim responsibility, bitch. Forgive you. Because you don't know what you're doing and who you're doing it with. What's up, Joy? Forgive you. I forgive all you people in the Mo 3 and the beef sectors and these new sectors that think I'm really something to play with. I have a list. I'm not pressed. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Trust me, I get even and I get joy out of it. I get a kick out of it. I might wait a week. I might wait 6 months. But I'm like the Royal, what's up, Joy? I'm like the Royal Canadian Mounted Force or Scotland Yard. I get my man or I get my woman. And sometimes I don't even claim responsibility because you don't even know where it came from because you've insulted and injured so many people. And you usually when I leave you guys alone and I pick and choose my spots because they're enforcing law these days. And I'm not exactly a person with clean hands. I'm aware of that. But usually you guys end up fighting each other and revealing more information on each other. I just sit back, copy it, download a video or 2 or 3 or 4. But Sassy, you should listen to your man. He intervened on your behalf. Because I have no problem cooking you. I got no problem cooking you. You just a loud mouth ass broke lonely bitch. You just a loud mouth with nothing nice to say about nobody, with no true real bonds or friendships in real life. And you're perpetuating, you like to boss up on people. But I don't think you're really bossing people. You are nothing, if anything, at best, you're a corporate slave. You're a token black girl at one of these white firms, and you have to act like 2 different people. You have to act like Sally. You know, hi, I'm Sally. I'm Sassy. I'm Sally. Oh my God, it's so nice. The same way you acted with me when I first met you, because I've never done nothing to you. I've never done nothing to you. We had a conversation. You sought me out on Saida's panel and wanted to have a conversation. I had a conversation with you, and it wasn't a bad conversation. It wasn't a bad conversation. And like the rest of you angry ass beef sector bitches, and that's what you guys do. You're friendly at first before you flip on you. When I look at these Umar simps, and you guys are sorry. See, between your universal acceptance of homosexuality, I mean, that's your choice. You can, but I got to realize the majority of you are in your 30s, and you're old enough to where they started, and they have had the agendas in the school taught from preschool on to be more accepting and understanding and not prejudice and hate based against gay people. That's good and that's bad. But that's got some of you saying that you should embrace the whole community of gay people, regardless of their character. I don't embrace any group like that. I don't embrace all white people. I can't embrace all black people. I don't embrace all Latins. I take people one at a time. That's me. But I'm far more advanced culturally and sociologically than most of you. Far more advanced. But Sassy, there will be more on you. I'm on my little panel. I'm not getting a lot of views, but there'll be more on you. And we're going to continue to rag and tag and tear you down. They're going to put your docs out there, and we're going to have you screaming and hollering and pulling out the hairs in your wig. Talent, you need to tell her. You tried, and I kept my word to it, Talent. I'm sure you'll get a chance to see this. Catch you a little bit later. How do I turn this off? Here we go.